Hello everybody, this is Crystal. I'm here today to tell you how to care for American toads as pets. I recently got some new American toads and I'm going to show them to you. Right now that right there is their little travel case. They don't really have to stay in there 24/7, but it's just their travel case or whenever cleaning out their other cage. And I'm going to introduce you to them now. Alright. This first one is a girl. Her name is Todisha. There she is. I got her in late September of this year. Say hi, Todisha. Okay. And here's the other one. He is a male, and most of the males are smaller than the females anyway, so his name is Apollo. And here he is. Oh! Apollo. Really? Okay. Here is little Apollo. They're both really sweet. I think he's a bit younger than she is. He's a little bit more crazy. Ugh, he got my keyboard all wet. Okay, I'm back. I've already introduced you to Todisha, the girl, and Apollo, the boy. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I take care of them. I feed them every other day. If you feed toads every day, they tend to get a bit pudgy. So I feed them every other day, and I alternate between superworms and crickets. And I'm about ready to get into using dubia roaches, but for right now I'm using superworms and crickets, and they can be gotten at basically any major pet store out there. I dust their food in a multivitamin and calcium formula, and here is the one I use. It is Fluker's ReptaCalcium with vitamin D3 and phosphorus free. So I dust their food with that. So what I do is I put the superworms in a Ziploc bag full of the vitamin. I shake it up, and then I take it out and feed it to my toads. And every time I feed them, I do the dusting. So let's see. Like I said earlier, if you feed them every day, they'll tend to get a bit pudgy because they do like to eat. Especially when they get settled into their new home and they get comfortable. Their appetite picks up and then they want to get greedy. So be forewarned. They've already gained weight. Like the girl has gained a lot of weight. And the guy has only gained a little, even though I both feed them the same amount. So she was bigger than him to begin with. And like I said, the females are larger than the males. So let's see. And like I said, I'm going to start with the dubia roaches soon. Because I heard that they are more nutritious than crickets. And, so we shall see. I'll keep you all updated on that. As for making sure that they are healthy, I was told that toads need a day and night light cycle. They're not like bearded dragons where they need a UVB light or other reptiles where they need a special UVB light right on their cage all the time. They're not like that, but they do need a day and night light cycle to keep their systems regulated. I guess like with us, when it's time for us to go to bed, we're not supposed to have the lights on or have our phones emitting blue light and all that kind of stuff. We need a day and night light cycle as well. So when the days are sunny, I usually put the toads by the window, or sometimes I take them out, but I usually keep the toads by the window on sunny days. And on days when it's really gray and black outside or whatever, I have them right by a lamp in my room. So either way, they have that day and night light cycle. And when I go to bed, the lights go out, and so they're in here with me, so that is their day and night light cycle, so their system and their biological clock won't get messed up. And also, I don't handle them that much, to be honest with you. I heard that handling toads a lot stresses them out, and also toads absorb everything through their skin. And if you have oils on your skin or some other substance or some lotion that has chemicals in it on your hands, that can go through their skin and adversely affect them. So I try not to handle them too much unless my hands are clean and wet. So I don't mess with them too much. So that's another little tip. Sometimes I let them out for playtime in my room. I make sure everything is blocked off so they cannot get out or get trapped under anything or get hurt. And I just let them hop around my room and explore the room or whatever. So they do get a lot of outside playtime as well. I clean their cage about 1 to 2 times a week or whenever I feel that it's necessary. I just use liquid soap and water, and just any dish soap and water or any kind of liquid hand soap and water. And I use a microfiber cloth to scrub everything down, including all of the little fake stuff I have in here for them. And I just rinse it with water and wipe it down with paper towels and let everything dry for about 20 minutes. So that's how I keep their cage clean. And to keep their cage more decorated, I use various things. It depends on my mood, whatever. Right now I have some fake leaves in here, and I have their little water dish and stuff like that. Sometimes I put these little things in their cage, like this right here. It's like a little fake cave thing that I got from the pet section, and Target, I think. So it's just something to have they can hide under and have fun with. This right here, I sometimes use this in their cage. This is reindeer moss, and I put it in their cage sometimes, along with the fake leaves. I've tried like sand and dirt and all that kind of stuff in their cage, and they seem to not care for it. They really won't get down in it, and they just will climb over top of everything else in their cage and not really want their feet to touch it. So I don't know whether I just got some weird toads or what, but they seem to not like to dig and not to want to be in sand or dirt. So I make sure that they have plenty of greens and other plants in here and just other things to keep their environment enriched, and plenty of fake leaves and all that stuff like that. So again, this is their little travel cage, so you can see it. Yeah, I have like a little fake castle in here. You see the fake leaves. I have like a little dish of water in here and some fake plants. And here's the other side where you can see they have another little water dish, which is shaped like a little leaf. You can see that right here. And you can see some more fake plants. So that's just their little travel cage, and I even have that fixed up nicely. So I take very good care of the toads. Let's see, where are we? As far as using Lysol and bleach in their cage, I really haven't done that. I was told that those chemicals can be kind of harmful to your pets, but my advice is if something bad happens, like somebody gets very sick or something, you may need to use Lysol or bleach or something to clean up. But my advice is to, after you let the Lysol or bleach set for the recommended time, wash everything very well twice in soap and water to rinse off all the residue. That would be my advice. But right now, I have not had to use any Lysol or bleach when cleaning the cage of the toads. So, also, toads are amphibians, as we all know, and amphibians have to be kept moist. That's why I make sure that they have a water dish, 2 water dishes to soak in at all times, and they're full of fresh water. And the water is dechlorinated water because they cannot take chlorine. So you can use like a dechlorinator or a liquid dechlorinator that you get from a pet store, or you can boil the water or something like that. So that would be my advice. Make sure they always, always, always have water available to soak in. They don't really drink like you and I do. They absorb water up through their skin, and you need to make sure that they are kept moist. I cannot stress that enough. They can't dry out. Right now, I am using this. It is the Reptisafe Instant Terranium Water Conditioner, and is for all species of snakes, lizards, turtles, tortoises, amphibians, hermit crabs, and arachnids. And basically with this, it removes all the chlorine and chloramine that they cannot take. It removes all the ammonia and prevents this accumulation. And it aids in rehydrating them, and it provides calcium, and it stimulates their coat development and providing a natural barrier for all types of amphibians. And it also reduces the water's pH. So this is very good stuff. This is very, very good stuff. So just follow the directions. Use any water conditioner that you can get that removes chlorine. But I prefer this one, and I'll have a link to all the stuff that I've obtained in the description box below. I like that brand, but use whatever brand of water conditioner that you are comfortable with. It just has to remove the chlorine and the chloramine, because amphibians like toads cannot tolerate that. They absorb everything through their skin, so their water has to be pure. If you cannot get this water conditioner, I recommend that you use bottled water, not distilled water, but like a purified water, not distilled, because that leaches all the minerals and stuff out of you, and that's not good either. So that's my advice as far as the water. Or you could do what I did when I first got the toads. I just boiled tap water at a rolling boil for like 20 minutes, and then I waited for it to cool down and poured it into a container, and I used that container of water for filling up their bowls. So the boiling water trick does work. They didn't get sick or anything like that, but as soon as I was able to run out and get some water conditioner, that is what I did. So I have like a half-gallon cooler. I prepare the water and I just put everything in a half-gallon cooler, and that's their little water storage thing, and I can just use that to rehydrate them and pour it in their tank and everything like that. So I just have their own dedicated water. I do not use tap water on them. I've heard one or two people say that they do, but all the sources that I've read said that you're not supposed to do that. So, and here's the last little thing I'm going to tell you about medication and diseases and stuff like that. This is unorthodox. I'm not a veterinarian. I'm not a herpetologist. I'm none of these things. This is what I have done, and this is what seems to be working well for my pets. I got some of this. This is the anti-ick fish pills, and I'll have that listed in the description box below. It's by MARINELAND, and it's an all-in-one remedy which attacks a broad range of fish disease. It treats external parasites, viral, fungal, and bacteria infections. And it has several tablets in here, and just follow the directions on the box according to how much water you have to purify. Like I have a half-gallon container, and so I just cut up the tablets so that the dosage is appropriate for treating the water in a half-gallon container. That's what I do. And I know that this is for fish, but the thing is, this can be put in fish tanks. And so fish, like amphibians, absorb things through their skin. So that's why when I treat this water that my amphibians soak in, it will treat external parasites, viral, fungal, and bacterial infections, and anything that they may have before they come into my home, around my other pets. So this treats them and this keeps them healthy. I only do this for like maybe about a week or two after I first get them, to make sure their system is all cleaned out. And after I did this for a few days, I noticed that they had bowel movements looked like dead stringy worms coming out of them after I began treating them with this. So I assumed that this was killing the parasites or whatever and bringing it out of them. They had like dead stringy worms and, just really gross looking bowel movements. And after that period of time was up, after a few days was up, they stopped having that problem. And then after that, everything else has been smooth sailing. Their bowel movements are normal. Everything has been normal. Everything has been working a charm. Like I said, I'm not a veterinarian or anything. I know that this right here is for fish, but it treats the water that I soak my babies in, and so since they absorb everything through the skin, they will also absorb this medicine. So I just put the tablet in the water according to how much water I have, and I do that after I dechlorinate the water. So that is what I have been doing. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, please let me know. Please keep it respectful in the comments section, and just ask me any questions about the toads or how to take care of the toads or whatever. So if I get enough questions, I might even do another video depending upon what you guys want or need. So let me know. The toads are doing well. So thank you so much for watching. I'll show you the toads in a little bit again. This is little Apollo again. And his big sister, Todisha. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Please check out my music, and goodbye.